Hello, I'm Max Watervoort and welcome to my rock, paper, scissors redesign. Overview and story. So as of the original basis of the classic game of rock, paper, scissors, there is no plot or narrative unless implemented by the players to create a more enticing game. So in order to create an enjoyable gaming experience, some sort of story should be added to add interesting elements to the game and possibly incorporate more mechanics that fit this narrative. An overview of my game is that it's a beat driven game utilizing three shapes representing rock, paper, scissors, and somewhat similar to Guitar Hero, where you avoid various obstacles in your run by tapping it at the exact timing on a side view of the game. The overall story is that you play as a time thief whose ambition in life is to steal something significant from the past and future, in which then the background changes throughout the game, giving off an environmental story of what has happened in the particular timeline. For example, in this image here, I have a side view of the game, rough concept, but aliens blasting buildings in the background, for example. So, a city appears, next level aliens appear, next level the city is attacked, and then the city's in ruins. So it gives us a nice story, environmental telling. Oh, I forgot to. Okay. Alright, so the mechanics. The mechanics of the game are kept simple to entice the player to continue to play the game. I've utilized, as previously said, a Guitar Hero like mechanic that revolves around the player hitting the correct corresponding symbols when it appears on the marker. These will make the character avoid obstacles and outrun the entity chasing them. See, for example, in this image here, we have a boulder of sorts, obstacle, player running from it, and the marker there is that it must be pressed at where the pressable symbols are at the exact timing to achieve your goal. So, these will make the character avoid obstacles and outrun the entity chasing them. In addition, the appearing symbols will become harder and faster to hit as the game progresses with each level, and changing depending on the theme of the world to add further to its story. Aesthetics. The aesthetics are important in the game as they are primarily attract the player first towards the game. Therefore, I will adapt a bright color scheme or fluorescent colors that draw the user's eyes and assist them in making certain aspects become brighter and easier to distinguish, like for example symbols that need to be pressed, so a bright red or a bright blue to really attract someone. So the game's graphics should be realistic, should be in between realistic and pixelation, so there's just enough detail to recognize particular events and objects without too much difficulty for the player. Technology. I've decided that this game should use website technologies and mobile technologies to be both playable in a person's computer browser and a custom site to play it on, and a designated mobile app in the store, such as Apple Store, Android Store, to play on the move with simple swipe controls available on any mobile device. This will in turn expand the player base as it allows those who perhaps have a phone but no access to a computer to play the game. Player experience. The game, in its essence, should make the player continually want to try and try again to beat the level due to its simple but intriguing mechanics, to jump right back into the game even when they've lost a level, similar to arcade machines back in the day, or a more recent example of Flappy Bird, where it's just that difficulty spike and the simple mechanics keep bringing them back in. So another element the player should really enjoy is the background environmental storytelling I was talking about earlier, and that it's brought upon the level behind the play area to almost add a goal for the player to reach the next level, just to see what happens next to the world upon which they occupy, and stealing these previous artifacts. Thanks for listening.